No, I see it now. Okay, so we'll just start at the top of the West. We got Gonzaga playing the winner of the playing game. I got Gonzaga, and I got Gonzaga big.
Got Gonzaga on this one.
I think there's about a 0% chance they lose this game.
Yep.
Moving on, we got the 8-9. We got Oklahoma and Missouri. I like Oklahoma's team more than Missouri's. Missouri's experienced, and they're somewhat athletic, but they don't play a good brand of basketball. I really respect what the Tigers got going on over there.
I don't either. Missouri, they started the season off great. When the original bracket pool got revealed, I mean, they were one of the top 16 teams to be included in that bracket.
They just fell off a cliff.
And now they're
both of these teams just fell off the cliff.
Big
honestly,
time.
I think OU was in that.
But I feel like Missouri had more
well.
expectations coming into the year. I mean, they were highly ranked throughout the year. I mean, OU had that good little 2-week span where they won a couple games in a row.
OU was a projected 2 seed at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And both of these teams are reeling in bad direction. I think they're actually pretty happy to draw each other in the first round. I bet.
I agree. This is two teams that are definitely not playing the best ball. OU has
the best player on the floor, at least the best offense player on the floor, in Austin Reeves. And when this team's shown up to play, they've competed with the best of the best, and they've been a good team. So I got Oklahoma winning that one. I think it'll be relatively close.
I also have OU in this game. It just comes down to I think Oklahoma's a better basketball team. Every time I've watched Missouri this year, it's just they've lost to lousy, bad SEC teams. When it comes down to it, I just like this Big 12 versus SEC matchup. I think OU's got the better players. They've had the tougher schedule this year. I just think they're the better team, so I'm going to take them to win this 8-9 matchup.
So we both like Oklahoma. Moving on to a very interesting 5-12 match. We got Creighton and Ucsb. Creighton is a very small team for a 5 seed, but they're an offensive juggernaut. They shoot the ball well. They play fast. This USCB team, this is not your average 12 seed. This is not the team that the bunch of white guys that shoot the ball well. This is a team, very athletic team, defensive-minded team. And they're a lot bigger than Creighton is. They got the size advantage. They got the athleticism advantage.
Mm-hmm. You usually don't see that on the 12 on the lower seed.
The 12 seed has more athleticism. They start Miles Norris, 6'10", 6'10" power forward, and 6'10" and 6'9" is who they start. They bring 6'11" off the bench as their sixth man. And they're led by a senior point guard by the last name of McLaughlin. This guy's a very good scorer. I need to go watch some highlights of him before you make your pick. He's good in the pick and roll.
Conference player of the year.
Conference player of the year. Yeah, this guy can put the ball in the hole. He can hit big shots when they need it. And Creighton, on the other end, they're led by Marcus Zagorowski. This guy can really score, really score. And then Mitch Blaylock is a shooter around him. But yeah, Zagorowski is he's a funny player to watch.
He's shaky.
He's very up and down.
This game could be coming down to the last minute.
Zagorowski could give you a 12 for 17 with 30, or he could give you a 2 for 15 with 7 turnovers.
I'm not a believer in Zagorowski or the Blue Jays.
Creighton can light it up. This game will probably come down to whether they light it. Because if they shoot it good, I mean, they can beat anyone in the country.
They can light it up, definitely.
And they could definitely lose the USCB if they don't have a great shooting day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back and forth on this one.
Me personally, I usually like the teams. I mean, I know Creighton just won the Big East tournament, and I usually like teams like that are playing.
Last second, they got waxed by Georgetown.
Shit, never mind. They didn't win. What am I talking about? Yeah. Never mind. What I was about to say just doesn't even matter anymore. But yeah, I'm also kind of going back, right? But right now I'm leaning towards UCSB on this one.
I think I'm going to go with Gauchos. Yeah. UCSB Gauchos. I like the athleticism. They got the point guard.
They're 18-1 in their last 19.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these 12-5 games are always dangerous.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
So,
especially when it's Creighton.
Yeah, Creighton. Yeah, all it takes is for them to shoot the ball bad, and they could be going home.
Moving on to the next match. This is a very interesting little region here. All 4 of these teams can make it to the Sweet 16, in my opinion. We got Virginia and Ohio. The only reason I think this is such an interesting game, I would like Virginia, although Ohio is a good team. They're led by Jason Preston. He's going to be a first-round draft pick this year. He reminds me of LaMelo Ball, strangely enough. He's got the hair. He can shoot it. He's a good athlete, but he can really pass. He's got a great handle. He's going to be the best player on the floor in this matchup. But Virginia, man, they haven't practiced all week. They're traveling there on Friday. The game is on Saturday. And, I mean, that's a problem, especially for a team like Virginia, who prides themselves on defense, being there, helping each other out, being connected. It's a problem when you can't practice.
Yeah.
It opens the door for Ohio, but
it definitely does. But just me personally, I think Virginia's I think they're good enough to overcome not being able to practice this week, especially against Ohio. I think this game will be close. I think it will be competitive. But me personally, I think just Virginia's got too many dudes. They're too good defensively. But, I mean, yeah, I like Virginia in this game, but I could definitely see Ohio pulling this one out. It's just difficult because, I mean, after you go like this Virginia-Ohio game, the winner of that plays the winner of Croatian Ucsb.
This is the toughest region of the bracket to
it
fill
could
out.
easily one of your Sweet 16 teams or whoever you pick could be out. So, but I like Virginia in this game. I just think they're too big, too good.
Yeah, Jay Huff on the inside. When Virginia plays that first half, they should have a half under their belt. They should be in the locker room. This is the season.
Yeah,
this is it. Come out in that second half and play better.
Hey, they're the reigning champs, so
I'm going to go with Jason Preston. I'm going to go with Ohio.
They're the reigning champs.
I'm going to take the upset here. I think when you got the best player on the floor, I like your chances.
I don't know.
I
do you think they have the best? I bet Virginia's got better players than Jason Preston.
They don't.
Yes.
They don't. Who? T.A. Clark? Jay Huff?
They have more good players than Ohio does. That's for
No, but Ohio has the best player on the floor.
I've never seen this guy play, so I guess we'll see.
All right, you will see. You will see him play.
We will. We'll see.
But next matchup, we got USC, and we got the winner of the play-in game. It's going to be Wichita State and Drake. I like Drake to win that one with their best player, Maps, back in the lineup. He's been out for the past month, and they're not the same team. They've been missing their two best players, but with him back, their leading scorer and rebounder, I like him to get it done against a Wichita State team that, to be honest, should not have made the tournament.
Shit, man. This playing game is
very
shaky.
underwhelming. Yeah.
This was if this was Louisville in this playing game and they won and they got to play USC. I mean, I'd probably be all over the cards. But this playing game's weak. I'm not a big fan of USC either. But
yeah, Michigan State was in this.
Yeah, This is definitely me. I'm going back and forth on this pick right now. I don't have I would lean towards USC probably just because, I mean, they're going to have the better athletes. They got maybe one of the best players in the country in Evan Mobley. And I just don't think Drake or Wichita State I don't think they're very good, either of them. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Trojans for now.
I think Drake could give USC a run for their money. I think Wichita State would be an ugly game. But I'm going to take USC. I'm going to guess they play Drake, and I'm going to guess they...
What's so cool? Why do you think Drake's good, man? Drake?
I don't think they're too good, but, I mean, I don't think...
Much better than Wichita State, you think?
Yeah, I think Drake will beat Wichita State. I really do.
I don't know.
Wichita State could win the game. I don't think they're going to blow them out or anything. I just decisively like Drake better. I think it'll be close,
that
probably.
Game's a coin flip.
But, I mean, I guess I watched about 3 or 4 Wichita State games. I was just thoroughly unimpressed. Just not impressed whatsoever.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm probably going to take USC to win that one. Moving on, we got Kansas and Eastern Washington. This Eastern Washington team is interesting. They could potentially get it done. It just depends. It all comes down to who's out for Kansas. We know 3 players are out. If it's Agbaji, McCormick, and Garrett, I mean, I'd probably like Eastern Washington. If it's 2 walk-ons and their 7th man, I definitely like Kansas. So it all comes down to who's out for Kansas with the COVID, the NCAA. I mean, they got to tell us that before the bracket's out, I would think. No way they're going to do us like that. I mean, that's kind of important news there.
Mm-hmm. Because if Kansas has a bunch of dudes out, man, I can't be having them going into my Sweet 16.
Yeah, I know. I might not have them beating Eastern Washington if they got those 3 dudes out. Shit. But yeah, since we don't know, I like Kansas.
Mm-hmm. I like Kansas too. Even if they do have like McCormick and maybe another important player out, it's still going to be really hard for me to pick Eastern Washington in this game. Kansas just way more talented. They should win this game 10 out of 10 times. But who knows? But I got the Jayhawks, and I got them relatively easily against
so let's move on to the next game. We got Oregon VCU. The Rams led by Bones Highland, and they still play the Havoc style. They'll get up in your shorts. They'll trap you. They'll make you make decisions. And that's really not exactly what you want to do against an Oregon Ducks team led by Chris Duarte. Very, very rarely turns it over. One of the best assist-to-turnover rates in the nation. 6'6" point guard, great passer. I like the Ducks in this one as an overall team. I like the Ducks. I like them to get it done.
I also like Oregon in this one. They're playing really, really good ball right now. They've won 11 of their past 12. They kind of got shit on against Oregon State in the conference tournament, but it is what it is. Duarte coming back. He's one of the better players in the country. I like Oregon in this one. Just too big, too long, too good.
Yeah, I would not be shocked if Boneside and the Rams got it done though. I would not be shocked. But moving on to the next one, we got Iowa and Grand Canyon. This is not a matchup that Iowa wanted to see in the first round. They shouldn't have too many problems, especially out of the Big Ten. They should be able to light them up and beat them with relative ease. But Grand Canyon, they are not a small team. They got bigs that will be able to bang with Luka Garza. They start big guys. Their center 7'1", and their power forward is 7 foot tall. They're not going to be overwhelmed athletically. I was going to have to operate that offense, which they shouldn't have any problems doing. And they should be able to put up a lot of points on this Grand Canyon team and beat them. But it is worrisome, and if they don't bring their A game, if they don't play, Grand Canyon they could knock them off. But I like the Hawkeyes.
I like Iowa in this one. Too many seniors to let Grand Canyon beat them. Garza ain't gonna let it happen. Wieskamp, Bohannon, man, that's not gonna happen. I got Iowa big.
Moving on, we got Gonzaga and we got Oklahoma. Now OU, if they bring it, I think they could potentially push Gonzaga, give them a little run early in the second round, earlier than anyone expected. But ultimately, I think this team is too good to go out in the second round. They got so much talent, man. They got talent on talent. And I think getting pushed for them probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And even if it's late, I got them pulling it out over the Sooners team. But I could see it being somewhat close.
Yeah, I got Gonzaga too. I think this will be I think it'll be a competitive game, especially for a half. I think Gonzaga could pull it out a little later in the game. But yeah, Gonzaga's just got too many guys, too many NBA caliber players.
Sucks.
But I think OU will be competitive. But I like Gonzaga.
Bulldogs team is mean, man. Gonzaga.
Yeah.
This region should be renamed the Gonzaga Invitational because, this is by far the weakest region in my opinion. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would. Definitely.
So moving on, I got UCSB in Ohio in the second round.
Who's going to win that one?
Yeah, I'm going to ride Jason Preston again, and I'm going to take this Ohio team into the Sweet 16. They obviously got to beat Virginia first. That'll be tough to do. But, Creighton could definitely beat UCSB. Creighton has a nice road to the Sweet 16 as well. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to take Ohio. I'm going to take Jason Preston. I'm going to ride that train all the way to the Sweet 16.
I have UCSB versus Virginia. I got Virginia advancing. I think UCSB, their little one-game run-ins against the Cavaliers. I got Virginia.
That first game is scary for Virginia, but if they get that done, they get a game under their belt, I think they'll be good.
Yeah. I'm taking that risk with them. But.
Moving on, we got USC Kansas. Once again, this is it all depends who's out for Kansas. Kansas is missing key players. USC will be a very tough matchup. They won't be an easy matchup regardless. They'll have the best player on the floor in Evan Mobley. But ultimately, if everyone's healthy, I like this Jayhawks team. They're better than USC. I think they're about 7 points better. Overall, you got Agbaji. They don't. They have. USC doesn't necessarily have a big. I think McCormick is a better big. Myles Garrett. I just think this is a better all-around team. They're more connected. They're more athletic. They play a better brand of basketball. I like the Jayhawks to win this one if they don't miss three key players.
If the players aren't important, I like Kansas in this one. But if the players aren't important, I'll probably go with USC just because USC has they have legit NBA talent. They're going to have the second overall pick in the draft this year in Evan Mobley. He's a stud. He's got his brother. They got the Mobley Bros.
Somehow one is dark and one's light skinned.
Happened, but they got the big center, big number 3. I think it's Isaiah Mobley. Wait, no, Isaiah Mobley's number 4, and Evans the center. But it just depends who's playing for Kansas. So for now, I'm gonna go with Kansas to win.
Yeah,
but
stay tuned. Definitely check the injury updates. John Rossi on Twitter for those ones. Maybe he'll tell us who's out. Yeah. Moving on, we got Oregon, Iowa. This is a very, very interesting matchup. This is not a matchup that Iowa wanted to see in the second round. I can tell you that much. Just Oregon Ducks team that haven't been healthy all year. Finally got healthy about 2 weeks ago. And they're running through the competition once they got healthy. They had a very puzzling loss in the Pac-12 tournament to Oregon State. They got ran. That was strange, but that's just college basketball. Mm-hmm. This team, man, they're long, they're athletic, they're led by great point guard play. But I'm going to take the Hawkeyes. I'm going to take the experience. Finally getting out of the Big Ten. Bohannon, Luka Garza. Man, these guys could really play, man. I love these Hawkeyes. I love watching them play. Frederick, there's a bunch of white guys who can shoot it. They play hard, play sound, fundamental defense. I'm going to go with the Hawkeyes.
I also am going to go with Iowa. I think this will be if it does get to this point, I think it'll be a really good game. I think Oregon has the guys to test Iowa, and
this is definitely one of the better second round games.
But
in my opinion,
and but I just think at the end of the day, Oregon won't have the offensive firepower to keep up with the Hawkeyes.
It does suck that Iowa lost Nunge. That was like their seventh.
Yeah, but that does suck for Iowa. But Iowa, it's trying to play defense better or play better defensively. They're gonna have the best player on the floor. And I think they win this game.
Usc is going to be healthy. Usc is going to be healthy.
Playing.
So that's big for Iowa. If he wasn't healthy.
Yeah, he was playing in the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah. So he should be fully ready to go. Yeah. I got Gonzaga beating Ohio by about 30. And then next I got Kansas and Iowa. Once again, it depends who is out for Kansas when I pick this game. If they are healthy, I think this is going to be a very tough game for Iowa to win. But I'm going to go with Iowa, and I'm going to go with the Hawkeyes to beat the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I got Gonzaga beating Virginia. I think Virginia's road to defending their crown ends here. And I got Iowa beating Kansas. Even if everyone was healthy for Kansas, I'd probably still take Iowa in this game. And then after that, I got Gonzaga and Iowa. I got Gonzaga winning this region
as well. We both got Gonzaga.
There's a reason Gonzaga's negative 250 favorite to come out of this region. I mean, they're by far the best team. And
they got a sweet draw.
I would be shocked if Gonzaga doesn't make it out of this region.
They got a sweet draw.
They do. But they're gonna have to play some tough teams.
Iowa could definitely. Yeah. Iowa could definitely beat them. They give them a great game.
Virginia could beat them. Kansas could beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, even
it's
OU could.
Yeah.
Who knows? Crazier things have happened. So.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.